But 𝒂𝒊𝒕𝒕𝒆𝒏 back again in season 2, listening as we bring you a series of stories from the 𝒆𝒂𝒅 diaries, stories disrupting the narratives of discrimination through heartfelt and real-life stories of LBQ women.
A ray of hope. Hi, I'm Ricky, a Ugandan trans man, 23 years of age. This is a journey of my life before and after discovering I'm queer. Earlier on in my life, I preferred to associate with the male gender, despite being born female. And I found this so comfortable compared to being with the girls. I felt more connected to the male gender and their lifestyle, but was hesitant to relate with the girls. Little did I know that there was something different about me. During my primary level of education, when I had arguments and debates, I always stuck with the boys and defended them despite my birth gender. Once I was playing Truth or Dare, and a girl on the opposite side challenged me to kiss her as my male friends cheered me on. I had to prove to her how much of a man I am by making the first move. There was so much noise on our block that the teacher on duty caught us unaware. And shortly after this, I was expelled from school. The girl I kissed was lucky to survive expulsion because of her father's position at the school as a director. I was so green about sexuality and gender orientation. As years went on, I joined secondary school and met some lesbians. This conjured up my feelings about my queerness within me. I have been immensely inspired by these experiences to keep going and work hard to fulfill my aspiration of being an activist for the rights of queer people all over the world, especially in the African continent. It is my hope to have achieved this within the next 5 years. Furthermore, I got involved in activities that empowered me to explore my masculinity and be accepting of my attraction to girls. I was able to stay comfortable in my skin at school even though I knew being queer was prohibited. My first girlfriend wasn't open as such, but I did quite a lot of things to keep her close. I remember a time I pretended to be sick and asked her to spend the night with me. The feeling of having her in my own space this time round was remarkably. Only I understand this. As a trans man, stigma from friends, family, and society have been a constant struggle for me. Often people around me use words like bad omen, cursed, devil's agents, and many other things that hurt to refer to queer people. I have kept on going because I have great dreams to achieve. I have come to a realization that I'm not the only one on this journey, and this has been a source of encouragement. I've read scripts and heard stories of people who have lived to achieve their goals and raise their voices to fight against discrimination and stigma. In a hostile environment, some of these people have been able to overcome suicide, grief due to loss of loved ones, mental health. I'm working towards fighting homophobia through writing and publishing poetry. I may not be financially stable at the moment, however, with continuous determination and adequate support, there is no limit to what I can achieve. One of my greatest challenges has been rejection in many forms. I've experienced rejection through expulsion from schools, being abandoned by family, being chased from sports clubs, and losing jobs. Under some circumstances, I've been denied salary because of my sexuality and gender orientation, and the stigma associated with it. I've received a lot of criticism from family and friends. Nonetheless, I've learned to accept my gender identity. I'm a human being like everyone else, and I will not sit back and watch while I'm denied my rights. Upon realizing that I barely had the opportunity to complete my education I focused on earning a living, getting a partner, and starting a family. In the near future, as I start my family, I'd like to adopt at least 2 children, despite the fact that this process could be complicated. I am determined to go all the way and address these concerns in the legal system. One of my main concerns I would like to address in the queer community is entitlement and empathy. I see these 2 traits as holding queer people back because they often look towards others to meet their needs. I think that is impossible under many circumstances. Additionally, I hope to sensitize them about how to handle the challenges that come with living as an out queer person in Uganda. To be honest, being queer in Uganda is an emotional roller coaster for the vast majority of people. One's emotions can change right from being confused to being excited, then being shocked. The psychological challenges that come as a result of being on this journey are endless. Some of these may include drug and alcohol abuse, mental illness, suicide and sexual harassment. In order to stay on course and overcome these challenges, one needs to accept their reality and do whatever it takes to take care of oneself. Stay positive and be optimistic. I believe that to attain freedom, respect, and consideration from society, we need to disrupt the common narrative that being queer is being unsuccessful. A ray of hope.
Catch us on our socials, Facebook, 𝒆𝒂𝒅 Diaries, YouTube, 𝒆𝒂𝒅. Remember to invite someone, tag someone,
Subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you do not miss out on any episode.